Hey guys, this is early 1981 and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. I do hope everyone is well. Today we are going to be playing and reviewing Kungsangen Kings. This is a Swedish RCR by Mike 3000. I'm sure I have come across Mike 3000's courses previously, but he does go on to say that the club was established in 1989. In that year, the first 18 holes were constructed. The club now has two 18-hole golf courses, the Kings Course and the Queen's Course. This one that we are playing and reviewing today is obviously an RCR off the Kings Course. The Kings Course opened in 1993. 3 years later, there were increased ambitions and the course would be renovated to be made suitable for international championships. The club has since hosted the Scandinavian Masters, one of the tournaments of the PGA European Tour in 1998, 2000, 2000 and 2005. So really looking forward to getting my teeth into this one, guys. I do hope everyone is sitting back, relaxed, and hopefully for the next 35 to 40 minutes I can entertain you with my commentary and my golfing skills. So let's create match. As you can see quickly, it is a par 71. Fairways are normal, greens are firm, and the green speed is fast. We do have 4 tee options. We will be playing off the white tees, which are playing 6,737 yards. And as always, for the camera flyby purposes, pin set numero uno. We are keeping this snazzy zebra shirt. I do quite like it. Believe it or not, it does have pink buttons. The camera's not picking it up really well. But let's begin round. The weather up here is really starting to turn now. I am really hoping for a white Christmas this year. It has been a while since we've had snow in December. It's normally January, February, March that we do pick up the snow, but it would be nice to have a snowy Christmas.
Hello and welcome to the
So, hole numero uno is a par 4 playing 454 yards, stroke index 1. Very nice looking opening hole this. Very narrow fairways. Water is on play on the left hand side. And the pin position is front left almost off the green. Going to have to swing well to hit these fairways. Oh, at least it was a perfect, but it might actually kick to the right hand side. Is it going to hold the fairway? That is the million-dollar question. It has done. Just.
I'd say it looks like around 100.
That is going to leave me 146 yards uphill, but the greens are firm. So I am just lofting this up 2 touches. Tell you what, looks quite a challenging green to land on. I am just lofting it up once more. It's a really nice strike. Hopefully this should be all over this pin location here. Should bounce a few yards for me and then sit. Has done. Great approach shot there. Should be about 3 to 4 foot away for the birdie opportunity. 4 foot. Nothing in this at all. Green speeds are 173. And we do drop that for a birdie.
Well, there's nothing like it. Starting your round under.
So let's move on to hole number 2, which is a par 4 playing 429 yards, stroke index 13. Once again, looks like it's going to be quite narrow fairways where we will be landing the ball with the Master Clubs. Bunkers in play on both sides. But it is a really nice looking course. Certainly looks as if it is an RCR. Pin position is just off right of the centre of the green. Wind slightly picking up here. Nice drive once again. I have noticed I am getting a lot more perfects. The majority of the time I get perfect fasts. And we just trundle past the yardage marker there. 330 yards bang on.
I'd say around 105 yards.
It's going to be a short shot into this green now. I'm going to say it's playing 109 yards. With that wind, firm greens, Yeah, firm greens. Just lofting this up. I'm going to go for one more touch. And hopefully this really sits down quickly for me. That wind will move me to the left hand side. It's a good strike. Relying on the wind to take us around here.
That's going to have to hit something.
Should sit down. It's bounced on a wee bit more than I would like, but we are going to have another birdie opportunity.
10-footer here. This is makeable.
Just from 10 feet. This one's just going to turn very minimal, I would guess here. We're keeping it inside the cup and just tapping this down this green. Is it going to turn? It has turned, and we do start off with two back-to-back birdies. It is always nice to achieve that. And we are going to progress to hole number 3.
See if we can get this close.
Which is a par 3, first of the par 3s, playing 196 yards, stroke index 9. Huge bunker up here on the left hand side. It certainly looks like it could be in play. Pin position is way over on the left. But so far, quietly impressed. Certainly does play and look like a real course. It is a course I've never heard of before. 197 into the wind. With that drop in elevation, I do believe that this club de-lofted has got enough about it. I've put a slow on it, so it's going to go right and probably stay right. And I tell you what, yardage is going to be bang on by the looks of things. Disappointing there then with a swing tempo. That might actually work its way off the green here. No, it has sat down, so we're going to have a monster putt for birdie. Disappointed with that swing tempo there. This one is going to turn to the left, 37 feet. Hopefully we've gave that enough porridge. The line looks very, very good. I tell you what. Oh, it's actually went about 5-6 feet past.
5-footer here, nothing too bad.
I tell you what, this is certainly not a gimme, and I have missed these putts many a time from these positions with these breaks. We didn't miss that one though, and we do salvage a par after a poor tee shot into the green, and we are going to remain at 2 under. First par of the round. So hole number 4 is a par 4, playing 471 yards, stroke index 5. I used to be a huge fan of Jesper Parnevik, the Swedish golfer. I did always used to really enjoy watching him. I think he was probably one of the first golfers that came out with the colourful clothes and things. So let's see if we can get back on the birdie trail here. Once again, very narrow fairways, just to rely on. It looks like we may kick to the left slightly here, but I do imagine we'll carry that a bit. It's a far better swing. Hopefully this works out well.
Looks pretty safe.
Should kick to the left by the looks of things. No, wow, that's kicked hard right. Really didn't expect that. We are right in the middle of the fairway though.
Alright, looking at 150 yards-ish.
So 150 yards up 22 feet. See, this is quite deceiving because to me that certainly doesn't look 22 feet from where I am. I'm just actually lofting this 2 touches, believe it or not. I could well be wrong, we'll soon find out. Slope's going to take us to the left. Hopefully the wind's going to take us back to the right. It's a really nice strike. It's another perfect.
This is looking good.
It has come up a bit short, so chances are
For the bird.
that was more uphill than it looked. So 21 feet down 2 inches. This one's going to turn to the right here. This one's just on the weight. Come on, start to turn. Start to turn. Start to turn. Oh, very good weight in that one.
Excellent.
Just missed out on the high side. Didn't break as much as I expected it to. So it's another par. So 2 birdies, 2 pars. Solid start to the round.
2 under for the round.
And we are going to progress to hole number 5.
And from the 5th hole tee off.
Which is a par 4 playing 453 yards, stroke index 3. Once again, fairways are fairly narrow. Very little room for error off the tee boxes here on this course. And it looks like the green is slightly elevated above the fairway. .7-mile-per-hour wind, which should just take us back to the right hand side here, just sending us down the left hand side. Not swinging as straight as I did in the TGC Tours previously. I've not started this week's event. I will play that tomorrow. I do apologise for the lack of activity last week, but sometimes life gets in the way. Life, family, work, other hobbies. Unfortunately, I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I would love that. Once again, it's an uphill green. I do believe this one, no. I'm actually just de-lofting this 2 touches because we are on a slight uphill slope here. The greens are firm, we must remember that. Just going to see if we can get this going right at the pin. I've peeled it left. We're really going to rely on this wind to take me back round here. Yardage was fairly good, just up peeled to the left, but the fairway is helping us out here, and it is the fairway. The green is
solid approach shot.
Helping us out.
From here. Okay, 11-footer here. This is definitely makeable.
So we do have an 11-foot putt. Actually turned out very, very well. Just actually going to come down and have a look at the worm cam here. I don't see how this misses, to be honest. But stranger things have happened. There we go, right in the centre, off the cup, and we do pick up another birdie there.
3 under for the round.
And we move to 3 under par.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice, clean drive.
So, hole number 6 is a par 4, playing 299 yards, stroke index 15. Very short par 4 here, and it does look like the green's going to be below us this time. But I tell you what, this is a very nice looking course. Gonna have to come down to the 2 woods here. Very impressed with this so far. I love how the water on the right hand side is certainly in play. Relying this to kick off the fairway onto the green. Put a slow on that. I've pulled it left though. It's a poor nasty swing. Should have left me with a flop shot. That's not the best of swings. Really disappointed with that one. May well be struggling to birdie one of the easiest holes in the course by the looks of things. 30. I'm confident that this club actually gets there. I don't think I need to make any kind of adjustment here. Coming out the heavy rough. It's another slow, so it's going to come up short. It's run on well for me. Very favourable run out there. After that horrendous tempo swing, we actually got a slow fast there, and we have set up a very unlikely birdie opportunity here. And we do manage to convert that for the birdie. We will progress to 4 under par for the round through 6 holes.
Alright, it's just that simple. Plop it on the green.
So, hole number 7 is a par 3, playing 175 yards. Once again, it's another spectacular looking hole. And this time the pin location is way over on the right hand side. I'm going to say it's playing... This is certainly the club. This is certainly the club for me. I'm just de-lofting in this, and we are looking for a kick off the fringe. Looks like it could well be a tough pin to get near though. We have hit a perfect, probably our best swing of the round.
Looking good.
This actually went longer than I expected. Get in. Oh, wow, we just miss out on the ace there.
Nice, nice.
I'm sure if that was an inch or two more to the right, that would have certainly have dropped with it, the nice pace that it came in at. But it is another birdie opportunity. Little 8-footer. Just playing this very gently, allowing the break to take us round, which it does. And we do pick up another birdie. So we are starting to improve as the round progresses, and we do move to 5 under.
8th hole coming up here. Let's take your best shot.
So, hole number 8 is a par 5. Quite a short par 5, playing 504 yards, stroke index 17. But really impressed with this course. From Mike 3000. And that pin is way over on the left hand side once again. A few of the pin locations have been very, very tricky. Can we hit driver here? It is quite tough. Certainly looking to draw this. My only concern here is these trees are now in play. Hopefully the fairway kicks us to the left.
Look at this.
It's a really nice swing. I think I've played that to perfection almost. Yeah, you're not going to play a better shot than that off the tee box with the swing tempo and the swing line. Really, really impressed with that. Nice draw to that. And hopefully we should be able to hit this green convincingly in 2 now. Very short par 5 this one. I'm dropping down. To the 8 iron here. We are on a slight downhill slope, which is going to make our ball go a few yards further and also move to the left. Just looking for this to run out a bit. Oh, that ball's not turned to the left as much as I expected, but the yardage should be quite good. We're going to have a pin high putt.
And looks like you're putting for
But,
eagle from here. That's not bad at all.
Let's see, 23 feet down 1 inch. So it is an eagle opportunity. 1, 2. Just going to favour right edge of this cup. Should start to turn back. It's got a chance, this one. Oh, wow, we just missed that on the edge. But it is going to be a simple tap in for birdie. And we do manage to convert that.
In for birdie, not too shabby. 6 under for the round.
So we moved to 6 under par through 8 holes. Really good front 9 so far.
Solid birdie on that last hole.
Got to remember though, conditions are very favourable here for me. Hole number 9 is another quite short par 4. Quite short? Relatively short, that should be the word, par 4. Playing 383 yards. Stroke index 7. This time pins right at the back of the green. Quite a tricky looking green as well. Once again, this is probably the narrowest fairway yet. I have played the slightest, and I mean the slightest, of touches of draw here, just to try and hold the ball's line. Put a slow on that, so it's going to go way over to the right hand side now, and we are going to be playing our next shot from the heavy rough. Poor drive. Could arguably be our first or second fairway we have missed.
Careful with the shot.
So it certainly made this shot all the more challenging. Say 109. Just going to de-loft the sand wedge here. It should come out hot once it hits the green. Due to coming out the heavy rough here. Just try, ideally, use this slope. Better swing. Oh, that didn't come out well at all. Wow. I expected that to come out a lot better than that. That was very, very deceiving. So we could well be dropping our first shot of the round here. Certainly believe A de-lofted flop shot gets here. It's just if we can get it to stop. Should run out a bit, but it's another slow. It's actually checked up. Just my swing tempo today hasn't been good at all.
Okay, here we go. This one.
Once again, the randomness of the Golf Club 2019 is rearing its ugly head. So this is a nasty putt just for par save. Just for the par save, this one. Should really start to turn back. Oh, wow. That has actually ran on 7 or 8 feet.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
And this is just for the bogey, this one, unfortunately. We do manage to convert that, but really disappointed with the shots I played in that hole. But not to worry, we are going to drop back down to 5 under through the first 5.
And hole number 10 coming up here.
So, hole number 10 is a short par 4 playing 365 yards, and it is stroke index 14. Once again, very narrow fairways and quite a challenging pin location here with a very tight green. Wonder what we can do here. It's another shot that looks like you're going to have to require a bit of shaping. My concern is, does this get over the tree here? I'm sure it does. I'm just going to loft this up a fair bit. I am relying on the wind and a kick. It does look like we may well get a kick off the fairway here.
Just sheer terror.
I've pulled that hard left, so it's just going to fly over the fairway, I would imagine. Maybe with a hop, skip and a bounce. And once again, we're going to be in the heavy rough. Wow. Just my swing today, nowhere near what it has been in previous rounds. So really de-lofting this. It might kick out. No. My short game today's really let me down as well, so we are struggling to birdie this hole again. I mean, these are one of the yardage wise, it seems as if it's going to play easy, but certainly the way I've played the last few holes, it's been nowhere near good enough. Oh, but look at that, we have had a touch of genius there and chipped that in.
6 under for the round.
And we do move back to 6 under par through 10 holes.
Nice bird on that last.
So hole number 11 is a par 4 playing 402 yards, stroke index 10. Once again, regular theme, the very narrow fairways. And this time the pin's right at the back of the green. Once again, it could well be a challenge here. 414 yards, 2 feet. 5 mile per hour. Just going to actually tiny bit of fade here because I want this to go right up the right hand side of this fairway if possible. I've pulled that one to the right. It does look like this kicks to the left though. And the wind should help us out. So we've played that well despite the slight pull to the right of the swing there.
Nice.
And it should set up
Okay, so we have about 115 yards there.
fairly decent. I think this club's actually bang on. Just de-lofting that one touch. We must remember it as firm fairways and you do get a good kick out here. It's a really nice strike. This should be all over it, I would imagine. That's coming up a lot shorter than I expected. That's going to really come up short. I have got no idea how that club bounced at about 104 yards and it spun back 4 yards. I de-lofted that. That is very bizarre. Very, very bizarre. Really can't figure that one out, to be honest, but there you go. So 42 foot. This is going to be a lag putt. It is up 1 foot. This one's all in the pace. Hopefully that gets up there and doesn't run on too far, or even go one better and get in. Wow! Tell you what, the amount of the close shaves, the so nearly putts that we've had this round is incredible. On another day, we could have really had a far superior round. You get nothing for nearly. We are going to remain at 6 under par. So hole number 12 is a par 4, playing 383 yards, stroke index 12. This one is a slight dogleg left, but once again, very narrow fairways here. Severe slope on that green as well. I would imagine it's really important to hit the fairway here. It looks like it's going to run off to the left hand side. Wiley, my swing is all over the shop here. We're going to be very fortunate if we get a strong kick to the left here to hold this on. Just trickling into the light rough. Really disappointed with my swing today. So 99 yards, down 12. I'm going to take off. Let's say it's playing 95 yards. I'm just de-lofting this a touch. I am aiming more to the right because if we do come up short, I do strongly believe that slope will take us down towards the cup.
Great contact.
It's a really nice strike. So we're just looking at for a bounce off this slope here. This should be perfect. I say perfect, we've probably left a testing 7 footer there, but
Okay, let's see what
you seen what I attempted to do there. It is 7 feet back, bang on actually. I'm hoping this one does turn. For the birdie. And we do drain that into the centre of the cup and move to 7 under par.
At 7 under for the round.
Really enjoying my round out in this course. I really am. I keep saying it, we are so blessed with the talented designers who are willing to put their time and effort into this game, designing courses for people like me and you, the players, the consumers, all for free. So this is a par 3 playing 163 yards, stroke index 2. Bunkers long and short in play here. Let's say one. I'm going to come down to this club. And what I'm seeing here is I'm looking to land the ball at this area, just de-lofting this. It's really important I catch this slope, and I really want it to run down towards the flag. Decent strike.
Solid looking approach here so far.
I'm a bit long. Once again, you seen what I attempted to do, just didn't come off there. We were a bit longer than I would have liked. But we are down, and we do have a putt for birdie. 21 foot, down 4 inches. This one is going to turn both ways. Certainly all on the weight, this one. This has got a chance. This has got a chance. That is a fantastic putt, and I am delighted with that. So we do progress to 8 under par. Solid round of golf so far. The only thing I'm disappointed with, to be honest, is the bogey in hole 9. We have had a few birdies and eagles that have trickled past the hole by millimetres, but really happy with it. The round. What I'm not happy about is my swing today, though. Very inconsistent. So hole number 14 is a short par 5 playing 466 yards, stroke index 18, which makes it the easiest hole in the course as you would expect. Huge slope at the front of the green and behind the flagstick there. But I would imagine that this course would be very challenging in double figure wins with these narrow fairways. If you've got cross winds,
there we go. That's looking good.
I would imagine you would have to draw and fade. This should kick right. It has done slightly, but we have managed to hold the fairway there. Probably looking about a 6 to 7 iron into this green now from here. Wow, 8 iron.
Yards or so from the pin.
You see, if anything, you would rather be long here. I'm going to add on 8 yards. So it is playing 167. what I'm going to do here is just de-loft this 2, 3, 4. I am playing on a slight upslope here, which should affect the distance of the ball. I'm just looking to use this slope behind us if we are long. That's a really nice strike.
Oh, it's heading for the green here.
This should come back off this slope, I would imagine. Come on, Bob. Back you come now. Back you come now. No, reluctantly coming back. I thought we would have came back a little bit more than that.
That's good work.
Just probably a few feet from really hitting the top of that slope there. So certainly breaking both ways. It's got a chance. Ah, it's another fantastic putt there. And that is an eagle. First eagle of the round, and we do progress to 10 under par now. Fantastic putt there. So, hole number 15 is a par 3, playing 167 yards, stroke index 4. This is a beautiful looking hole. Love the lily pads in the little pond there. Looks like we've got a bit of an insurance policy behind the flag if we are long once again. I'm going to take off 23 yards here. 134 into that wind. Just lofting this up a touch. And see if our yardage is good. It's a really nice strike. This should be good. Keep going. Judge that really, really well.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this.
So, little 7-foot putt. Hopefully we can continue the good form at putting it we're in here. We drop that right into the centre of the cup, and we do move to 11 under par. I do feel I should easily be 12, 13 under on a better day. But course is playing fairly easy, but honestly, I've been very fortunate with the default winds here. They're very mild, low mild winds. Like I said a few holes back, high winds, this course is going to come into its own, especially with the narrow fairways, and the rough is heavy, heavy rough, where you are going to get punished. So hole number 16, par 4, playing 451 yards, stroke index 6. But you will certainly enjoy your round out here. I am really enjoying this. Like I say, we are so blessed to have the amount of fantastic courses that we do have in this game. Once again, I've pulled that slightly left, but we're going to be okay. Should be past 300 yards once again. Probably going to have a 7, 8 iron into an uphill green here, I would imagine.
145 yards out.
9 iron. I do believe that this is lofting us up one touch. I do believe that this club is almost perfect. Just looking at the green here, it's going to heavily break to the right. It's a fantastic strike. This should be all over this pin like a rash. It really should. Oh, wow, that took a huge bounce. Really did not expect that bounce out there, but we must have caught the downhill slope at the angle, and it really kicked our ball on. I'm trying to find the pitch mark. Maybe not going to find the pitch mark. But let's get down and have a look at this putt. It is a 12-footer, down 3 inches. Is it going to turn? Is it going to turn? It is. And we do pick up another birdie. Really putting well at times. And we do move to 12 under par with 2 holes to play. Hole 17 is a par 4, playing 368 yards, stroke index 8. But absolutely delighted for Artful Dodger that the course he designed for me early 1981's Loch Ness is way past the handicap. I think we're just short of 1,000 plays. So on behalf of myself, and I'm sure Artful Dodger, we truly thank you there, because that was our main aim, to get the course handicapped. And it is a course that I have only played twice but just due to the huge volume of requests I get here, but certainly of course, and when I get a bit more time, I'm going to try and get my name on the top of that leaderboard. I do believe we can play one touch of draw here. It does look like it's going to kick to the left as well, and just try and hold this fairway and set up a chip or a flop shot. Looks like we've played this well. Should kick hard left here, I would imagine. There we go. And as expected, probably looking at a flop shot here that hopefully we can get close to the pin and set up birdie. Just lofting up a fair bit because we are on a downhill slope. Lofting up a bit more. Certainly don't want to really put a fast on this. And I didn't want to put on a very slow either. Wow. It's going to spin. Yeah. My short game today, I'm normally good with the flop shots. That was a letdown, that one. This one's breaking both ways. I think this has certainly got a good chance of dropping here. No.
Oh, so close.
Totally misread that. Didn't expect it to break as hard right as that.
And here we go.
So, disappointing just to pick up par here.
Well done.
But like I say,
Okay, so
my short game today has not been the best in and around the greens. So let's move on to the final hole of this truly awesome course, and it is a par 5 playing 608 yards, longest hole on the course, and it is a stroke index 16. Hopefully we can make up for the lack of birdies in some of these short holes that I do feel we should have birdied, but the way the designer set them out, they are quite challenging. They're certainly not straightforward like the yardage suggests. Once again, very narrow fairway. I can't see me hitting this in 2, to be honest. I reckon this is going to be a drive and then a layup shot. There's a fast and I've pulled it left, so I'm certainly going to be in trouble here on the left hand side. Looking for a kick here. No, even if we got into the light rough there. So we are going to be in the heavy rough, and as you can see, I did say a few holes back, you do not want to be in the heavy rough in this course. Confident in my 5 hybrids at club. It's not going to come out as far as that cursor is. So just looking to hit that slope and then let it filter its way down and maybe leave like an 8 iron. Probably pitching wedge now, actually. I see it. Probably a pitching wedge we're going to have left into the green from here, maybe.
Good stuff.
Gap wedge.
All right, we're right around 125 yards out.
So I've got to deduct 6 yards off of that. So 1, 2, 1 into that wind. Just lofting this up 1, 2 touches and hopefully generate a bit of backspin here. But we'll see how it goes. Not swinging well with these kind of clubs today. It's decent. Hopefully we get rewarded for this.
Looks like you'll be putting.
Come on, sit. Yeah, really happy with that. I actually expected that to be probably a couple of feet past the pin, but we do have a birdie opportunity here. 7-footer. Just playing this dead weight and allowing this to turn back towards the hole, which is done. We do finish off with that much crave for birdie that we looked for, and we are going to finish at 13 under. Solid round of golf. Could have been better on an easier day. I do think that is quite an easy course in these conditions, but when the wind picks up, that course will probably come into its own. But a very good course. I've really got no complaints about it, to be honest. Some of you guys might find that the narrow fairways challenging, but it's good fun. Really enjoyed that. I'm certainly going to give that a favourite, and for me that's certainly a 5-star, so well done to the designer Mike Bike 3000. That is it for today. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did and you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, and if you did enjoy the content, please hit the like button because it really helps the channel grow, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.